Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. So be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube to get all of my videos delivered directly to your inbox. Robert Griffin III injury, obviously a huge topic of discussion today in the sports world. I was trying to decide what vantage point to take as far as this Robert Griffin story goes. The whole should he have been in there, should he have not been in the game storyline, I thought was kind of tired and played out. The field conditions even I heard a lot about today. But something I didn't hear a lot about today that I wanted to discuss was the future for Robert Griffin III. This is a young quarterback who I think has a ton of promise. All right, I don't think that can be denied. He showed flashes and prolonged periods of play this year that showed us that he can have a long and very successful career in the NFL. I don't think anyone can argue with that. However, I feel if he's not used in a certain way or if the offense isn't changed to sort of protect his body, that he could have one of these careers where he has a 5-6 year brilliant career, but that the number of hits he takes and the toll it takes on his body will eventually shorten what could be a brilliant career. And I think where this starts is the offense that the Shanahans have Robert Griffin III running. Now, you got to look at it from the Shanahans' point of view. They get hired. They don't have much success their first couple years in Washington. They mortgage the future of the franchise in order to trade up to get Robert Griffin, which I'm not arguing with that move. It was a great move. They pick Griffin. They implement this read option hybrid kind of offense that has a lot of success this year. But at what price? Okay? You had Griffin with a head injury early in the year against Atlanta. You had him miss the end of the Baltimore game and the Cleveland game with knee injuries, which could have been two very important games that could have, if they lost those games, could have precluded them from even getting into the playoffs. And my point is, going forward, you want to keep Robert Griffin on the field healthy for as many games as possible. And I think playing this read option type offense where there's so many planned running plays for him, I don't see any success of any other quarterback in NFL history where they've had a long career of prolonging this kind of play. And I think if the Shanahans are really in it for the long haul, and if the Redskins organization is in it for the long haul, they'll do what they need to do in the offseason to tailor this offense more towards a conventional pocket passing type offense that RG3 can thrive in. If you look, even a Russell Wilson, do they run some read options? Sometimes. But more of his runs are, okay, there's no receivers open, let me get my 10, 15 yards and slide. Okay, you saw that from Wilson, who had 67 yards rushing. There is ways to pick your spots and run without having planned runs for you, much like Donovan McNabb used to do. I mean, he's not half the raw athlete RG3 was, but look how effective he used the run when he needed to. I'm more talking that kind of offense, and I think Robert Griffin has the arm, has the tools, has the accuracy to be a conventional pocket passer. So I don't think it's going to be this radical change where you're taking a kid and having to teach him how to throw from the pocket or how to throw accurately. I think he has all that, and he has the arm strength. Maybe get him out on the edge and roll him out, bootleg plays, things of this nature. I'm not saying confine him to the pocket, but I'm just, this whole college, high school read option kind of stuff. It was good this year against the NFL defenses, okay? But what I worry about is two things happening. One, him from an injury standpoint. And two, next year, these coordinators have it figured out. They have a good running back in Alfred Morris. They spent a lot of money to get Pierre Garçon. Hankerson stepped up and played good this year. They have a good veteran receiver in Santana Moss. They'll get Fred Davis back next year with Paulson at the tight end spot. So they have the pieces in place to have a conventional offense. And they have the quarterback, I believe, in place to run that offense. Now, what did the Shanahans do? I mean, I understand the pressure they're under, because if they didn't show results right away, who knows what their job security would have been like. So this year, I get them going for the quick fix and running this, again, like I called it before, this read option hybrid kind of offense. But if the Shanahans are so innovative, like they got credit for tailoring this offense around Griffin, then they could go in the offseason, tailor a more conventional offense for Griffin that really protects his body for the long haul. And I guess part of this is me talking as not a Redskins fan, but an NFL fan. Somebody who likes watching good players play. And, has seen careers derailed by players getting injured too much when I think it could have been prevented based on the scheme they played. And I think some of those players had to play those systems because they didn't have any other skill sets really. I think Griffin has all the skills you need to be a conventional 10-year quarterback in this league. And I don't think the gimmick plays and the read option stuff is necessary. I'm sorry, I just don't. And this team is built offensively for the future. A lot of young parts, a good offensive line. If they get some younger guys on defense, a lot of the important positions for them, they have older players, whether it be a London Fletcher, whether it be a D'Angelo Hall. They have some youth on that defense. They get guys back from injury on that defense next year as well, just like they get Fred Davis back from injury on the offensive side of the ball. So I think things are up in Washington. Things are headed in the right direction, but a lot of their success obviously hinges around their quarterback like a lot of other teams do. And I'd just like to see the Shanahans employ more of a pro-style offense that keeps this kid upright and limits the hits he takes. And I don't know what you guys think of that. If you agree with what I'm saying about how the Shanahans should change the offense to ensure his RG3's long-term success in the league, let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on my YouTube comments here. Hit me up on Twitter as well, at SNewsAnalysis. And always, guys, subscribe to my page here and get all of my videos delivered directly to your inbox. Thanks, guys, as always, for listening, and have a good night.